Alright, let's try this again. So much work trying to go into this. See how it goes. That is already looks a ton better. Trying to see. Oh yeah, that's a ton better. Yeah, I'll just scale it down to 720p. That seems to work just fine. Cool beans. Oh, where is this snow is like he's not here. Is he lying? Where is he at? I guess it's just a bug. Yeah, good stuff though. Good stuff. To move my chair. We do seem to be minus some healers tonight. That doesn't bode well. Sharding's in DPS. He's a healer though. All of this trash is gone. This is also the wrong way. I don't quite know where she's going. Totally the wrong boss. Go this way. Although the trash is already all dead, so hopefully. Yeah, Sokothor is dead, so all the trash from starting here will be dead. Sokothor should be dead, though. Yeah, he's already dead. It's just showing all the bosses. Yeah. Rocking 1 healer, 2 tanks, 4 DPS. Probably not enough. Just gonna put that out there. And then more people will get on, though, so we only have so many people on right now. Warner's not even in the group yet. Of course, Mogaga's not gonna be with us tonight, apparently. Yeah, there's still trash out there. I don't think Valari drops set gear. No, she doesn't. So Harak drops shoulders. I'd like to get some pulls on him, but I don't know if it'll happen. This guy's a pain. This whole next room is kind of nasty. Tons of ads. Like there's a couple of enemies that spawn. They're hard to see from here. They just spawn more imps, and just eventually ends up with like tons and tons and tons and tons of imps. I should probably rolling with this setup. It would totally be optimal to kill him, but I've at least never done that fight before, so I'd have to experience it probably 1 or 2 times. I don't think he'll be a first-time kill. Yeah, Manaroth is gonna looks. I've not looked at the Archimon fight too terribly much, but Manaroth looks like he's gonna be nuts. And it'll be a good fight, but he's got a lot of phases and a lot of things that are going on, and if you're not careful, you'll just run off the edge and die, and can't help it because it's you're being horrified. I did take my own advice though, and I grabbed a drink tonight, so I won't be worrying about coughing or whatnot. Bought a bunch of water. Elite 10-man group. Where is everybody? Ost isn't here, and that's not what I meant to click on. Loaded up Creative Cloud, and that's not going to help me here. I wanted the one that looks like a mouth. Here we go. Two tanks, 2 to 3 healers, probably 3 healers, and then DPS the rest of the way.
All Saga entered channel.
Unknown. Ulsa's minion doesn't have a name. Gonna be like that. You're gonna be a pirate. Then how about we do this? I don't have a world shrinker. If I did, it'd be awesome, but I don't have a world shrinker. Sad part is I have a hunter who is an engineer who's almost capped out at engineering who can make me a world shrinker. I just don't have one.
Awakened Potato entered channel. Driscoll entered channel.
Should be good stuff though. Still down some members. Where is everyone? Obviously, Voronoi not in the group at the moment. He potentially will probably be back on his priest. There's Satch. Okay, so we'll have another DPS at least. Tons of battle.net notification. I love this costume. It's really cool. You have to have revered with the Order of the Awakened. But it turns you into this, and like, it's not showing my weapons anymore. But it's pretty awesome. I'm quite happy with it. The animations for jumping and stuff like that are really cool. It does feel like, considering how long your legs are, like you move really slow. Heal everything. That is kind of a creepy helm. It's cool looking. I give it that. It's just, I don't know. I guess probably a rogue helm. Just is also usable by monks and whatnot. I'm gonna flap my wings. It's not working. I'm not flying.
Hast entered channel.
Oh, there's Hast. And bringing Death Knight,
Sage
Voronoi.
entered channel.
Thor's coming too, so we should have a 12-man, good 12-man group tonight.
Ya entered channel.
Good run out of sacred memory. Have a dance? Does. No, it doesn't have a dance. No, that's really sad. What is he? How is he doing that? What?
I'm scared if I let go of shift, it's gonna stop doing this.
You have to hold that all night.
Yeah,
To continually do it.
it's too amazing though.
Use my amazingly long arms to summon people. Cost in a group by himself.
Voronoi entered channel.
Your power is gone. 56 minutes.
Sharting entered channel.
Just a business bug. So earlier today I got on and this thing had a 50-day cooldown. Some 4-hour cooldown. I had the shuffle power.
Okay, just waiting on Thorn, and then we'll start this trash. Gonna drop a feast.
I have notifications probably for upcoming raids. Probably set these up. Sept.
Thorn entered channel.
Got my buff. Let's get a lock rock. Let's turn off the walk like a boss mode.
Alright, doing a ready check.
What trash? This bullshit that we have to click. Oh, these portals?
Yep.
Damn it.
Okay, just waiting on hot.
Give me mastery. Oh, give me crit. Okay, cool. We're good. With the crit buff.
So I've split this into 2 groups. 1 and 3 going to the left, 2 and 4 going to the right. We're still waiting on Haas though.
Are you?
Oh, I guess not. Okay, so remember, we're gonna leave the top right one unclicked until we've grouped back together and killed a bunch of ads.
Alright. Here we go.
Well, I managed to turn off all my health bars, so I can't see anything. They probably stun these guys before they kill me. Oh yeah, it's a stupid fear I can't break.
Driscoll entered channel.
Come on up.
Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Let's get this Portal Guardian.
Yeah, they like being feared. Please. Please, I need stuff to proc. No, my 120 something K DPS. There we go. Let's do this again. Need rage. Push the target, could like tap targeting. Could you please just target what's in front of me? That would be awesome.
Let's kill that collaborator, and then let's get the portal.
I would love to dump rage,
Okay,
but I
Spawn,
can't.
can you get the portal?
What's that fell cleave doing? A ton of damage.
Okay, let's go get this guy.
And dead. I'll take an overall 88k for that last roll. That's pretty good. I need to turn the volume down a bit real fast though, guys. So, just a second. Wow, it's still too loud. Probably too loud on your guys' end too. Yeah, that's not interruptible, and he's immune to stuns. Okay, something to keep in mind. Ouch. Do I have some sort of debuff on me, Prince Healing? Yes, I do.
Gotta watch those orbs coming by. We'll pull this next group back here once everyone's here.
It occurs to me I could have hit even higher
Are we able
DPS.
to CC this?
Hold on. I really need to make a macro for that Ravager.
Let's get blue banished as well on the pull. Or if you can reach Skull, you could banish Skull, and we'll DPS blue first. We'll swap it.
Hey, Thorn's back.
Still waiting for a few more people.
Guys, oh, there it goes. It's on top of
Okay, let's CC again.
Do you want me to CC blue instead of that one? Or do you want the same one?
You can get the same one you were getting. Let's get a banish on blue.
Dead Hunter stealth.
Okay. Pulling back. Make sure that... Let's pull away so we don't break that.
Get him out of there. I'd rather not break the, Casting some. Oh, he's casting something that we can't do damage to him with.
Sharting entered
There
channel.
he goes.
Oskasi entered channel.
It's quite the DPS upgrade from last raid session. Oh my. Oh shit. Well, I looked at when my trinket Maya just cleaved into him. I gotta be really careful how I position this.
Try their stunner on those Aegis casts.
Notice the Siegebreaker does a lot of damage. I don't know if they buffed it or something, but it does like tons of damage. He just casts so annoying.
Okay, let's move up here. Let's CC the unmarked.
I want to swap back to Stormbolt, but maybe better to keep Dragon Sword on.
Can it be banished, the unmarked?
Oh.
Watch the orb, stay away from him.
And one of our healers is dead. Something I miss about playing Death Knight, I don't know who saw that, but we
So they also move backwards.
did a Herald of the Titans attempt last night and got the Feat of Strength. And something about having a Death Knight is you can res people whenever you need to. Oh my god. Hope I can clear. They can heal through that debuff real quick because I'm gonna die otherwise. It'll be good though. There we go. I have faith in my healers. They're pretty good. This group is fairly good. I think just for what we tried to do, we're not that bad. Nice. Oakley just does so much damage. I hate this trash. I want Blaze Storm for this. I'm too close. Rage. Watch the orb. I may just wedge that guy into the wall. Totally not intentional, I promise. Not been a happy time for trying to stay enraged. You'd think with 35% crit buffed, I'd be able to crit no problem. But nope. And that's not even 35, it should be 75% squid because it's 40% extra crit chance.
Let's get a quick summon for Ost.
Yay, interrupt buddies. Somehow it ends up being that Osk and I are generally the ones who interrupt like a lot of the stuff. I'm not
What
even.
would be a slow summon?
Waiting till the boss.
I would think a slow summon would just be the singular warlock trying to bring a summoning portal up and nobody helping them. I haven't even, nobody heard me for that. I'm just like talking to myself apparently.
Let's get some CCs up.
Maybe I did, I don't know.
Can we get a banish on the other one? I think there's one more in the back too.
Well, there's something that bounced from to me to the little guy to me again.
That was probably my chi thing.
Please get enraged before I blade storm this guy.
Watch the swirly.
That would be preferable.
I'll pull him out.
DPS in this pull is really bad. I also wasn't paying attention for like half of it too, so that doesn't help. I don't know if I mentioned this before, that I really enjoy this
Banish that one.
trinket here, the Discordant Chorus. It just like it lets me cleave without having to use any of my cleave abilities. Save that for that ability. Getting back into the group, which probably was not the greatest of idea. Go.
Since this boss is all about AoE damage, I wonder if this might be good for this boss.
And the possibility exists. It just depends on exactly how much 500 avoidance is going to help you. Speed's not going to help you at all because if you move, you take damage.
I sap skull instead of
Correct. Might do some PTR stuff tonight on Diablo 3 if I can get a like an actual room up because it takes so long to get in the queues. Kind of frustrating actually, to be honest. Admittedly, there's a lot of people trying to play and test out the new stuff, so been working on a new barbarian build for for Torment, not tier, Torment 10 rift farming. I'm on the wrong enemy, that's why I'm dying. I don't have any more stuns. I got him, we're good. How did I aggro that guy? I guess we just broke his, what? Did I just... I'm not even gonna ask how that worked. That's with the 62k, hot damn, man.
some people have odd feet.
And the Blade Storm. Kind of advantage of using a siege breaker to knock things out of, like crowd controllable things out of a group is when you can knock them out, they're like gonna explode or whatnot. But you know, it's also a good way to generate rage if you can find something long enough for your charge to be back up. If you're assuming you're not using double time, you can hit something out of the group and then immediately charge the enemy unless it hits a wall, which then it's gonna might not go far enough. But if it does go far enough, or go farthest, it's not a word. If it does go far enough, you can get a full charge off on it, which is a good way to generate some more rage. Flip top Blaze Storm. Alright, so we have to kill her, and she summons back
Okay,
the other
just
two
burn her
guys.
down
And...
when the two guys spawn.
that up. It's probably going to end up being better in the long run for this.
I wonder if we can pull her before the two guys.
They're right in front of the door, so I don't know. Gotta be really careful we don't pull the boss while we're here.
Gonna move him out.
Winch Siegebreaker, and they're immune to crowd control, so I can just charge up on this guy and Siegebreaker him in the back. Come on. I have 75% crit chance on that ability, and that's 2 in a row I've not procced it. I'm bottom tier DPS. That's what that means. RNG, not fun. Especially when it is 45% of your damage output. Well, not exactly, that's bad math, but you know what I mean. Get on my buffs and stuff. Probably want to stick like this. This is probably gonna be optimal for this fight. Enough cleave should be good to go.
Let's get the range spreading out across the room.
Super aware during this fight. Get wrecked in the face if you don't. So basically, mechanics for this fight is during this 3-phase fight. In the first phase, you end up having to.
And let's just jump back into it. So remember the Tempest, when that goes off, you want to be going like a step away, wait for 2 stacks, step back, wait for 2 stacks, or the other way around. You want to limit your movement. For melee, if you get targeted by the I forget what it's called, the thing with the arrow, run it to orange. That direction at least. And then Nasty, you and I will swap off on the ad. Remember, we're not worrying about primary DPS on the ad in phase 1. We're gonna just, do off dots, do cleaves on it, that's fine. But keep your primary DPS on the boss. Then in phase 2, we are going to want we're going to finish off the ad and then get on the boss. The raid should stack on blue in general. People who get the font of corruption should be stacked over on X. And then actually, you know what? I think there's a mechanic that we're doing a little bit wrong there. So font of corruption, there's something else that is pulsing damage, isn't there? It's not just font of corruption. There's like something that goes off on everybody or a larger set of people.
Let me see. R of Contempt, which is the up down to let's see, can't be healed above 80% maximum health and increases over time.
Tainted Shadows. So crushes a player. So Tainted Shadows is the thing that pulses that damage. And that's what, it deals damage to the target, and then also it pulses AoE 5 yards around that person. So I guess the key is that we need to make sure that people with Tainted Shadows aren't stacking with anyone else. But the only exception being is if they also have Font of Corruption, then it's okay to stack.
No,
so I'm gonna...
I think Taint of Shadows is just a tank debuff. Like, it's just a tank cast, and Font of Corruption is what allows it to be cast on everyone else.
Okay, okay. Just want to double check that. Okay, that's not correct. It is a random player. Okay, yeah. So this is how it works. So Tainted Shadows is cast like she has like an energy bar, and it gets one stack like every time she uses one of her builders, and in that phase her builder is something that will make it so that Tainted Shadows goes out, and that just goes on the random person. But then at the end, after 3 stacks, she does Font of Corruption, and that's what goes off on a bunch of people, and then it makes it so that whenever Tainted Shadows goes off, they also pulse damage. So really, just to boil down, I think what we need to make sure we're doing is if you get Tainted Shadows and you have Font of Corruption, you should be over in Red X. But if you get Tainted Shadows and you don't have Font of Corruption, you just make sure you're not near anyone else, because you don't want to deal damage to them. Alright, so we've got a bunch of time. Let's start these polls. Nasty, as far as the initial positioning, I feel like it will work pretty good with the weird Draenei thing with the statue. Like, she seemed to be pretty still there. What do you think?
That's fine. I think we only tried that twice. I know the first time, I think either I got there before it got there, or somebody else grabbed aggro. Doesn't hurt anything.
Okay. And I think the key would be that as long as it goes off correctly, you just don't want to taunt her right away. It generates a lot of threat, so someone shouldn't pull off of it. You just want to run into melee, then taunt her, because then she won't do any of that weird movement business.
Yeah, I got you.
Check your flasks.
Let's go. Hold off on Dragon's Roar.
Taunting. It's going to be Tempest soon.
Trade.
Taunting boss. Oh, watch that orb. It's going a bad way. I'll get her in 1 sec. Melee, watch the orb. Tempest.
God, I'm gonna die. I can't even get close to her. I'm gonna go and take that, and I'll try to... There we go. Not dead. Not dead. That's the important part.
Take that to your left a little bit, whoever's got it. Never mind.
Taunting bot.
She wouldn't move.
I've got a boat. There we go.
Pull down for this.
Taunting.
Enforcer's almost dead. Is this how much the cleave is doing, or are we focusing him?
Taunting. Oh, we're in phase 2. Let's recenter. Let's get this ad. I'll get first interrupt. Let's lust. Everyone should be on the ad.
Oh my god, that's so much damage. Have 5 set 5 touch of harm.
Get next.
I'm gonna die. I don't have any.
Get a rally and cry.
What's up?
Taunt boss.
Take him by.
Use
20.
health stone. Just focus boss. Taunting. Check your font to correct.
3 seconds. Pop a healing cooldown. Yep, get it up. Get my health up, please.
If you got any raid cooldowns, let's do it.
Oh my god, I'm so close to being dead! Oh, I'm down. Darn. What killed me?
When does she go below that? Or the next
I think
phase?
it's 40?
So phase 1 to 2 is 70, phase 2 to 3 is 40, I think. Let me check though.
See if we can get it.
Yeah, it should be 40 because in the 30% she summons that ad.
There she goes.
At this point, you guys want to move over to the edge.
Can we get me up? No, there's no res. Let's keep going. Let's see what this is like here.
Some weird stuff on the ground.
Yeah, it's yeah. You guys get around the room real fast.
Actually, everyone should try and stack with nasty.
Yeah, it's stack on nasty, and then you immediately move the boss to like one of the edges of the room. Just work your way around in a circle or a spiral towards the center.
Ad spawning.
Ad makes her 99%
Everyone
immune to
get on the
damage.
ad now?
Hanging an external. I'm down.
Best pull yet?
Alright, let's run back.
I think, well, assuming we have more people alive anyway, I should bring her closer to the edge of the room instead of a small circle like I was doing.
Yeah, like the strategy, you're like immediately the moment that phase starts, you immediately run her to the wall and then just work your way around the outside. 'Cause that gives us the maximum amount of space.
Should
Okay.
we bloodlust in 2?
Yeah, we blockbusted on the ad.
In phase 2, huh? And I think that was probably the right call, because by the time we got out of phase 2, maximum health was, I believe, 20%.
Yeah, we weren't really paying attention.
Like Voronoi said, I didn't realize it was phase 2 until I saw the boss health was at like 61%. So we could have been a lot better set up there.
Yeah.
Was anybody focusing that ad in phase 1? Because we're supposed to be cleaving it, correct?
Yeah, it did seem lower than I was expecting.
It went down really fast. I mean, I know some of us gotten some gear, and that helps the cleave quite a bit, but it seemed like it went down really quickly comparatively.
I mean, I'm hitting it directly when I'm tanking it.
I mean, yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
but like we should be focusing the boss.
For me to cleave, like I do a couple of seconds on it to put off my dots, and then I switch back.
I mean, overall, it seemed fine. It just as long as no one was like focused on it, just keep doing it like we did there. I'm gonna move blue and red a little further apart. It felt like we were really cramped there.
What's purple and yellow?
It's the nasty combo she does, where it's like the Tempest and something else come. Oh yeah, the purple circle and the Tempest stack up together, and when it does, the whole raid takes a ton of damage, just because it's really hard to heal through both of those.
Okay, so really no real adjustments other than just let's watch the transition better. Let's make sure that in phase 3, we'll drag to a wall first, and then we kite. The raid stays with the whole raid, with blue square with nasty, and we're gonna kite around the room.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Let's pop runes. Let's start getting pre-pots too. If you're missing runes, we have still a bunch in the bank. I'll drop a bank thing.
And if you use strength runes, I have a few I can share because we're pretty low on those in the bank.
All right, everybody's ready.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pre-pot.
Oh my god.
Taunting.
It's gonna be a little bit rougher.
Take her off again, I'm sorry.
Pop cooldowns in the battle order. Not getting procs this time either, which is a little bit more frustrating. It's playable, like it's not entirely bad. It's like not like I'm never going enraged, so at least there's that.
Tempest coming soon.
Go wait enough of those. Oh, I didn't. Moved way too much doing that.
Taunting boss.
Good timing on those two cooldowns there. I'm almost wondering if I should be dumping Rage with Whirlwind instead of with Wild Strikes. At least in this fight. Tempest.
Tempest.
Transition soon.
Taunt.
Watch this orb is coming through melee.
Transition in 1%. Phase 2.
3 stack.
Taunting. Okay, so finish off this ad. We're in phase 2, so get into the right position. Can I get a res? Okay, on boss.
Go ahead and take her.
Taunting.
Get buffs out on Joplin. Taunt.
Add this up.
Okay.
Taunting boss. This less.
We got extra.
Hot again.
I got next.
Taunting wall.
Taunting.
Okay, burn the boss.
Let's get a rally and cry.
What's up?
I took her back on accident.
You should stack with the blue when you do that, when you're not tanking.
Pop that now.
Taunt.
7%.
Stone. Oscar, if you can get your thing.
Get out of that. I'm just gonna be healing, pulsing every time.
You can AMZ, taunting.
3% till transition. God, this is gonna kill me. Oh my god, how am I alive?
Taunt.
1%.
Wow.
Okay, transitioning. Okay, let's wipe. See if we can get a res up.
I dropped that little thing, so we'll see if it reses me, but...
Okay,
I don't know.
don't release, because it's a long run, so we really got to try the res here if possible.
Fight's going a lot better than it has been. We've been wiping on phase 2 a lot. I mean, it's still pretty rough. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but we can get it.
I'm gonna get into her character to move from now on, I think.
So the tip I would have for moving Draenei like that is you have to be very like stuttery. Like when I get her and try and move, I'm just like tapping very lightly to get her into position. Like you see how I'm moving now? I'm doing this kind of thing, and I found that works well with those girls.
Okay.
Picking up a lot of drain matchups.
Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. This is giving me crit. Yes, it is.
Can we get a summoning stone down?
Inventory's so full.
I think I was.
I still have tank gear in here.
Target of touch of arm a couple of times and I cloak it immediately. So should I cloak it or not?
The target of Tainted Shadows.
Yeah.
Did it take it off of you if you did that?
Yes, it does. I think it was that or touch of arm. I don't remember. Because usually when there's something blue on me, I cloak on reflex, but Blizzard had decided sometimes it does nasty things.
Mm-hmm.
Like drop a void zone.
That's not gonna help. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I have that'll...
Just a couple of things to call out from there. We had a lot of... I know the healers are stressed from the damage in that phase, and we are getting a lot of extra damage that we can avoid. And this is by dealing with the Tainted Shadows better. So Nasty, like we talked about that in the middle of the fight, like the tank is pulsing, so whenever we're swapping, we should have one of us going back to the blue square, so we're not both taking that damage. That'll help on us a bit. But then there's the raid itself, where it looked like, I'm thinking that people were like still just a little too grouped up, and it was going on to people who shouldn't have been getting it. How big is her hitbox? Like, can we move X further back if she's in the middle and melee can still hit, or?
Her back's pretty small. Like, I'm having a hard time hitting her as it is.
Okay. So let's just try to watch it a bit better. It was pretty close there, but just try to watch that damage a bit better.
Swirling. Okay.
Did the statue go down last time or no?
No, I didn't. I forgot to drop it on the pole. Get your rune.
Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beach breaker. Pop that now. Move back up for the other guys. I'm generating way too much rage. To dump some. Watch that. We'll put down any unnecessary fire.
Taunting.
This guy spawns faster than I thought he did. Okay. Get some good cleaves out.
Tempest soon.
Got to move before Tempest. A lot better.
Let's get him up. Melee, watch those.
Taunting ball.
Two, 1, 2, step back.
Taunting ball.
Doing a lot better. My DPS could be a lot higher though.
I've still got her.
Yeah, I'll get her in 1 sec.
Finish in 1%.
Okay, transition. Get to phase 2 position.
Taunt.
I'm almost wondering if Stormbolt's better in this situation for that. God, her hitbox is so small!
Taunting.
Are we lusting?
On the ad.
Oh, shut up.
Early lust.
Ad's coming in.
I can't even hit the edge from over there.
Melee, try to be at max distance here. Because the tank is pulsing AoE. Gonna tomp off.
I've still got her. I'm not even.
I got her now.
I got 5 stacks, 7 seconds. Two. Taunting.
Just got this debuff.
DPS are hard.
7% tills resolution. God, I need to slow down my speech.
Hey, extra.
I got you. This is gonna. No, I can live. I think. Nope. Have a second. I should have jumped out of the group. That was dumb. Transition.
Stack up with blue square.
Didn't get this though. My
Be on
DPS
blue
was
square, guys.
pretty low.
Taunting.
I can totally get this.
Moving.
Ground.
Should all try to stack up on the boss, not on the boss, but on Nasty for this.
Taunting.
Because it drops under random players and you guys need to move as a group.
Give job cooldown.
Yeah.
Adds up.
Okay, everyone on this ad.
Is down.
Ooh.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't have any alive.
Stupid aura from Blackrock Foundry's Blast Furnace finally it moves around with the boss. Super annoying.
All right, well, consistently getting there. So I do still think that we're just taking a lot of extra damage in phase 2. Like I saw melee standing pretty close to the boss, and the thing is that the tank is pulsing AOE. So if you're standing that close, you're taking extra damage. So.
But is it like people that are having font corruption go to red, all clump up together because we don't affect each other?
Yeah, because you're anybody pulsing that AOE is not going to affect anyone with Font of Corruption. I think he means like melee that doesn't have that.
Yeah, so there was a melee on the blue side that was just really close to the boss, and I can't tell for certain. I have to look at logs, but I think that they were getting hit by the AOE.
Yeah, Sash, you can actually move a little bit forward. You don't have to be exactly on that X, because you should get into melee range for all that. It still leaves you outside of the range of getting hit by the tanks or whatnot. Or hitting the tanks with your AoE pulsing, or whatever.
The other thing as well is watch, if you have Font of Corruption, make sure you're watching your debuff so that you're out of the stack point when your debuff falls off, so you don't take that extra tick that's not going to be protected.
Probably don't need that, but I'll grab it anyway. I really want to kill this boss so we can just move on. We've been fighting her like a bunch, and it's just
Missing spell power.
with how the rest of the fights have been going, it's just it's kind of a seems like slow progress, even though it's pretty standard.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunting. Melee, watch out. You gotta watch those strikes.
Taunt.
Dump some rage.
Taunting.
I popped a cooldown on that and it still nearly killed me.
Trying to. Tempest.
Taunt.
I'm surprised that didn't kill me, to be honest. Transition at 2%.
Just gonna leave you on the boss.
Transition.
Let's center up.
Forcer needs to die. Get dot down
I got
on.
5 stacks.
Okay,
So
taunting. Font of Corruption's up.
taunting.
Melee on blue, you guys can be back farther than that.
Taunting boss in the moment. Taunting boss.
What I lost?
Are we lost?
Yeah. Pop a pot again.
Taunting.
Seconds on lamenting. I think about on my buff. Be able to get out now.
Taunting boss.
Adds down.
Taunt. Okay, external.
Gotcha.
Taunting.
9%.
I think I can go higher than
Let's
this.
get a rallying cry.
What's up?
Taunting.
Okay, we
Yeah.
should wipe.
What just killed me? Oh!
I kind of like the way I died. I was waiting for my debuff to come out. New people came in and bam, one shot.
I should be able to res.
Yeah, so that ask is the kind of thing that we need to watch for, where you need to be out of that pile before your debuff runs off.
I don't know if it's just me getting hit by this, but, or getting killed by this, but I've been, like, the last couple pulls, like, I've been getting killed by, like, we get down to the very end of that second phase, and then someone brings the Edict of Condemnation in to split the damage, and it just wipes my entire health bar with, like, I tank all three pulses like I'm supposed to, and it just, my entire health bar is just gone because we have so little health. Like, is there like some other way we can do that? So, as I don't know if anyone else is dying from that, or if maybe I should just like leap out of the pile at that point, or.
Maybe we need to try and have a cooldown for that? Like maybe use the rallying cry for that moment, or something of that sort.
Maybe. I mean, even then, like that last time, the final pulse did 120,000 damage, and at that point, that's more than my entire health bar. We might want to stack some cooldowns with it, if we have any up at that point.
What are we looking like for cooldowns around then, healers?
My raid cooldown's kind of pointless because it's just an AoE heal. So if everybody's already debuffed significantly, I mean, it heals people, but not for a lot. I was trying to save my AoE heal for the very beginning of Phase 3 just to bring everybody back up.
I mean, I have bubble, but that's a pretty small radius for everyone to try and get into with all the stuff going on.
Hey, Osk, what range is your smoke bomb?
8-yard radius around me.
I'm kind of wondering, I guess it really will depend if you got the debuff at that point. But if when that stuff gets run in, if we could get a rallying cry comboed with a smoke bomb for the damage reduction, because that'll cover. If we're close enough at this point, we could probably cover most of the raid with that smoke bomb.
Yeah, something like that sounds worth it. And Sharding, are you using your bubble at that point?
I'm using it just whenever I notice everyone's taking a lot of damage, if there's a lot of people, if the raid's pretty split.
So we have 2 piles really, so we could probably split up the smoke bomb in one pile, and then like the priest bubble in the other pile, and that would cover, you know, all of the raid except the tanks. So what we should probably do is just ask, like when we're gonna do that, ask you'll need to say which pile you can cast it in, because it's gonna be up to, you know, yours is on top of you, but Sharding can place his.
So I have a quick thing. Maybe we should. I don't know where are people generally running when they get that edict, or are they just kind of staying where they are? Because I know the last couple, because as the thing pulses, the radius gets smaller and smaller, and so we want to try to have as many people in the radius as possible. So if maybe have them run in between red and blue, I mean, but farther back, kind of around the distance of orange. They're not really in a pile, but they're also not also have as many people as possible inside of that radius as it ticks down. Because it does split the damage.
Yeah, we just need to watch that better. I think that they'll probably need to be a bit closer than that, but I don't think we've really been paying as close attention to ensuring that enough people are in the condemnation, just because it's been really hectic in that phase. So we can do better at that.
Do you think it'd be worth revisiting getting that ad down, like as a priority in Phase 1?
So that we can...
I feel like...
focus on her more in Phase 2?
Yeah, so we don't spend any time off of her before the Harbinger comes out in Phase 2.
That's a really good point. We'll have to deal with the overlap of the twisted whatever thing, the twisted nether, and the condemnation, but that's worth trying. Okay, so let's actually try this attempt. So maybe when the boss is at about 80%, let's start focusing more on the ad.
Word.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's ready.
Taunting.
There we go. There we go.
Tempest soon.
Taunt.
Oh god, this is gonna be rough.
Taunting boss. Try and get more DPS on the ad now. Just keep dots on the boss.
Taunting ball.
Tempest.
Tempest.
God. Probably a really bad spot.
Okay, back on boss. It'll cleave down. This is gonna be Condemnation and Tempest. Let's plan a healers just let's use a cooldown on this.
Taunt. Yeah, we got.
Okay, let's wipe it. So I think that we can come to a balance between the two approaches, because all we need is that ad dies when this phase is starting. So I think if we probably stop at like 20% on the ad, it'll be cleaved down by the time we finish the boss. Bring the boss that last 10%.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so before the next pull, we should do our break though. It's looking really good though.
How are people still alive? I get 2 minutes on the debuff, so should have dropped a Brazier of Awakening. Killing this guy would be really nice tonight, though. I really want to fight Zul'Harrak since I haven't had a chance to fight him yet. Be a ton of fun. The fight looks really good, too. Lots of explosions. Lots of needing to pop cooldowns that I don't have.
One timer on, and I'm not sure what that's gonna be for.
That's for the boss respawning.
Okay. Good. Okay, I'm gonna start the timer.
Oh, I screwed up. I went the wrong way. Oh, now he's gonna beat me. Darn. I really feel like Warrior's just so slow. Like, I need some speed on my gear in order to catch up with people. Okay. I am almost wondering if another healer is a good plan at this point. I don't know. We got 10 minutes. I'm gonna swap over to a different character real quick. I'm gonna do some quests on my Death Knight while we wait. Actually, no. I'm streaming this. That's not a good plan. So we'll just wait out the break and do whatever. It's only 10 minutes. Not a huge deal. Yeah. That'll be nice to kind of get over and kill this boss, though. I've mentioned this a couple times, but it's not my favorite boss fight in the raid instance. It's not my favorite boss fight. So with any luck, we'll get it down pretty soon and be able to kill it quite efficiently. Checking Facebook while I wait. Doing a lot of damage. Man, it's looking like, holy crap, Enhancement Shaman is wiping the boards over on the ranking boards for Ask Mr. Robot. An Enhancement Shaman on here. They're looking at someone with a average item level of 706, which is not much higher than mine, doing 123,000 DPS, like on average. No, that's that. Never mind. That's on Hellfire Assault, which is a big AoE fight. Still pretty ridiculous. See what the warrior columns have to say. Iron River sounds like an 80s metal band. I was talking about LFR, normal drops. It's talking about drops, and it's just like, I don't know. We're already past those bosses. It doesn't even matter. Just look at my crafting professions and my Let's go ahead and we'll just create all I can. Oh, I don't have an anvil. Now I have an anvil. Those has a daily cooldown. I can make more for him. How many do I have? 80? Make 20 of these. Oh. Make 20 of these. There we go. It's a super convenient anvil here, though. The smelting ability that like isn't even useful anymore. Crap! I only made 4 of those, or 6 of those. I need 14 more. Forgot that if I close out the screen at all, it just glitches out and doesn't finish what I'm trying to get made. I'll never make 2 of them. I think I've made way too many. It's all good though. It's all good. Grades 685, the maximum. Okay, so the problem is Savage Bloods. Savage Bloods is always the issue with making these. for weapons, which I'd want to upgrade this. It's not great. It's got versatility on it, but this weapon I can upgrade and then give to that Death Knight ult I was talking about when he gets to level 91, and he'll be stomping the crap out of things. Downside, of course, is that Savage Blood is expensive, and I've slowly whittled down my funds of gold, buying things and whatnot. A lot of mount buying, put it like that. Probably make a lot of money if I would invest the money in the Savage Blood to make these items and then sell them, because they're selling for actually a good amount. I would quite easily be able to make back all of the money that I spent on it. Mine's unequipped too. Like I could theoretically make a character a full set of True Steel, like the Death Knight, a full set of True Steel. Just like spend the time as I'm leveling him with my warrior, making the bars and stuff like that, and True Steel, which carry all of it. The limiting factor here is true iron ore. It's expensive, and I don't have enough of it. Sad to say. That, however, does give me 124 ingots. So let's. Where are weapons? Of course, the weapons have a true iron ore requirement. Oh well. I did recently swap out my jewel crafting for a mining profession so I can get access to Fellblight a little easier. But So I'm actually leveling that up, and I do still get Fellblight. It's just way less common because my mining's at such a low level. Let's see. So many windows up right now. Trying to cycle through them and check some things. Okay. So I actually had to go in and change some settings on my computer to so that my fans on my computer would spin up at lower temperatures. Because they weren't really, like, so I was getting like some basic like 40% overall fan speed spinning, but it wasn't like actually cooling the computer down that much. So now it's keeping it at a toasty 52 degrees Celsius. So it's working now. It's pretty good. I'm quite happy. I mean, I still basically have to keep. I still have a fan on it because it's hot here, and there's no reason really not to at this point. So not a huge deal though.
Can we get the summoning stone down, please?
What would they start summoning? There we go. Click. This is a very weird fight because it's just, I don't know. I find it to be kind of frustrating. I mean, I got used to this, Cryptid Nest Guardian, nice. I got used to this kind of style of moving around as I attack stuff, and that just doesn't fly for this encounter. So like say, I got used to moving around like this and hitting things, and it doesn't really work. I don't know. This fight just feels like super frustrating.
Spud, did you get that summon?
No, but I'm just in the next room.
Okay.
So with the shipyard though, like I originally got to level 3 for one, which is awesome. Very happy about that.
Ready check.
And so there are some missions with the shipyard though that give these. I can't look at it now. They give these bind on account pieces of gear or tokens to get pieces of gear, so you can send them with any character you want.
A daily quest. There's a daily quest.
Assuming that they that character can use the gear, because this would be like plate or like cloth or leather or mail or whatnot.
Waiting for Haas.
I'm gonna try Stormbolt for this fight and see, because Dragon's Roar is good, but I don't know if it's really helping me because we're just single targeting things down.
Okay, just waiting for Haas.
I'm here.
But I've been using those things to slowly gear my Death Knight up once he hits level 90 or level 100. And those are level 100, but I can get level 91 and stuff like that too.
Ols, are you here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Rebot. Oh man, that burst. RNG was so good at the start of that this pull, but
Tempest. Taunting ball. Melee, try and get to the other side. Like Sachihiko, don't be by the tank.
Watch the ball.
My bad, I've been on the boss the whole time. Tempest. Not enraged. I'm not enraged.
Should be on boss now. Just cleave.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
You want to take her?
Taunting.
Back to transition.
Okay, move into center. Make sure you're in the right spot. Don't be right next to the tank.
Taunt.
Add in 5%.
Taunting.
Add.
Taunting soon.
I got the ad. I'll get next interrupt. Make sure you use the pod again.
My raid, not raid cooldown, but
I cannot interrupt anymore.
Someone needs to get next.
Taunt.
Okay, on boss.
okay, here we go.
8%.
Here we go.
Taunting.
2%.
Edict coming up. We're gonna want to rally and cry on this edict.
Rallying cries up.
Transition. Moving her over.
Okay. Stack with boss. Stack with blue square. We're gonna move at every pool.
Make sure you guys are stacking.
Move.
Move.
Taunting. Moving.
Move.
Add in 1%.
Moving.
Taunting.
Moved a little early there, so watch out. Make sure you're not in it. Okay, we gotta get the ad. Pulling him over. Everyone on this ad.
Move. Taunt when you can. I get external.
Gotcha.
Move.
I can't res him. Okay, keep nasty up. Let's finish this ad.
Move.
Ad's dead. Focus boss.
Move.
Let's get an external on nasty.
Going down the center neck. Move.
Do we have another external?
No. Mine's down.
Sach.
Use.
Nice!
Very, very nice, guys. Yeah, that was awesome. Really, really good change with killing that ad earlier. Oh, nice. Trinket.
I swear I've not seen a two-handed sword drop this entire raid.
Okay, let's get the screenshot.
I'm doing the shuffle.
Man, I like to sleep in that position she's laying in. Is she like a red dong or something hanging out of her ass? What the hell is that?
That's her tail. Because Renee people have tails.
So I'm gonna send her the screenshot like in the middle of the room. So if people just kind of like create like a semicircle behind her.
What's behind her?
The entrance of the room is in front of her. Like I'm behind her right now, sort of.
If you have it, you should pop the Jewel of Hellfire.
Like Oscar in the front, in front of her.
I'm gonna shuffle across the front here.
My wings are broken.
That might be the greatest thing I've ever seen, Osk. They're like flip or like fins on a fish, only they're sideways out of your head.
What happens if I die?
Really, Osk?
No. Now we know.
I do wonder what happens when you jump off the edge of the tower and fall to your death.
Death in this game costs nothing, so yep.
That's not true, it costs durability.
Which is nothing.
Well, when you have as much gold as you do.
Oh, because you think I take my gold to repair myself?
True.
That's how I got rich.
I don't know about that. The guild's been paying for my repairs, and I'm not rich.
Yeah, it pays for most of mine too, and I'm still really poor.
But I did like last summer. I did like bring like about 1,000 or 2,000 to the guild by selling the guild bank. Like all the mats that were in the last Siege of Argrimmar and those things that would be worthless now. With the blessing of Jah.
Oh, finally! I just realized my my Draenei costume has a different shoulder plate now. I've been getting the same one that Sharding has for a while.
Okay, I forgot what we had to do with these 2 ads. Do someone remember?
Beside killing them?
Yeah, there was something specific to it.
Not a bad shield. I'm quite happy with the Master Multi-Strike. It's not bad for tank.
Wasn't it like range on the green one and melee on the purple one?
That might be it. Let's do that. Melee on the purple one. I'll grab purple.
Okay. Here we go.
I just realized this guy's name is... Oh, it's Othalos. I thought it was an R in this font. Like, oh. That'd have been great. Boy. Oh, he's not immune to crowd control. Okay.
Does it push back like that?
That's... I thought he was immune to crowd control. That's Siegebreaker. So my bad. I didn't mean to move him.
Oh, we can stun this little guy.
Yeah, he's not immune.
I get next Shadow Bolt. Somebody get next Shadow Bolt.
I got the next one.
I got a feeling that people shouldn't be in my little... There we go.
Got
Get away from me. Well, that wasn't bad. Oh shit, get out of there.
I don't understand how that guy could be so big but have such a small hitbox.
I think last time we tried, we really weren't getting those ads down fast enough, or at least interrupting.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, that seemed like our biggest.
We were also down a bunch of melee too.
We are or were?
We were. Because I know I wasn't there, I don't think Satch was there.
Yeah, we're good tonight on that front.
When we transition into the void phase, I think one of the key things that we weren't doing, even though we never really spent very long in there, was making sure that we ran the, when you got void touched, to run over to the green fire and let it blow itself up.
And the same if you get the, whatever the green debuff is, you have to run to the purple and blow it up.
So, which debuff is this you're talking about?
Touched. So, fell touched or void touched. So, when you get in the phase 1, having fell touched doesn't really do anything. I think it's what it's called, but the rest of the fight, when you go into the purple phase and you get void touched, you run that debuff over to a green patch of fire and let it blow up. So you'll take a little damage, but it'll knock out the green fire. Vice versa, if you get the fell touch, you run to a purple flame. The key to making it all the way through is flame control.
Channel.
Okay, so just making sure that we are... So in general, we're like trying to drop the flames or the shadow stuff near the back, but it fills up the room, so we need to be actively doing something to help kind of take it away, and that's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Gonna watch this video real quick.
Welcome to the Warlords of Draenor.
And there are people, like in some of the videos I watched, if they're not getting...
Today in our line of sight is Zol Harak. From the deepest recesses of the twisting nether, Gul'dan has summoned a powerful Void Revenant. Let's power Zol Harak down before he opens an enormous portal for the Legion to come pouring through.
Have the tank pull Zol Harak to the left side of the platform with the range fanned out. He will start off the fight tainted with...
I don't know if that's going through the stream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mute it.
Sharting entered channel.
Debuff to the tank that will need to be swapped. He will also chain players together, quickly run away from each other to break them. Groups of wild pyromaniacs will join the fight. These imps will start on until Zol has drained all the energy from the portals and entered phase 4. These imps will always be your raid's top priority.
When the big ad dies, Zol Harak will transition into Void phase. Have your raid move to the right side of the room. He will now cast Void versions of all his abilities. Again, run the debuff Void Surge to the edge of the room before it expires and places purple fire on the ground. You can use different types of fire against each other to clear the room.
If you run through a patch of fire, you get a corresponding debuff to that fire's color. You can use this to run through the opposite color fire. This will cause an explosion and give you a debuff, increasing damage from future explosions. Rogues are great for this because they can cloak the debuff off. If the fire ever meets, it will explode.
The large ad in the Void phase is called Omnis. He has a tank swap debuff and will also cast Black Hole. Assign a couple players with personal mitigation to collapse him by running into the center.
Unstable Void Fiends will target the closest person to them. Small purple swirls will mark their target. Step out of the swirl before they jump, or a patch of purple fire will be created. Kite them together so they can be AoE'd down.
As the big ad dies, Zol Harak will be at 35% and will transition into phase 3. He will begin switching rapidly between Fel and Void. Tanks pick purple or green and taunt when he is your color. Both Fel and Void debuffs will be going out at this point, but the room should be clean enough to place green fire on one side and purple on the other.
At 20% health, he will finish draining the portals and no more ads will spawn. Every 10 seconds, he will pulse with AoE damage that increases on each use. Have healer CDs assigned and make sure your DPS are saving their larger cooldowns for the final push. Pop Bloodlust and finish him off.
Use your debuffs wisely to counteract the encroaching fire, kill the imps as soon as they spawn, and finish him off quickly before he grows too unstable. This has been Tobo.
And
Alright. Go back to the right channel. Yeah, so as mentioned before, I have not fought this boss before. I'm super happy we killed Tyrant Valari, though. I'm super happy. We have to kill her again next time, but I guess we might just... I don't know if we'll actually go through and try to kill her again. Or...
Entered channel.
I don't know. What am I setting on? 12 more boss kills, so potentially 2 weeks from now I'll have that legendary quest line completed, and or at least most of it. I don't know if that's the entire quest line. If it is, then I'll have the thing. I know for certain I'll have the ring in like 2 weeks. Well, hopefully the ring in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I think the explosion to clear the fire was something we didn't do last time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, are you clear on what you need to do there?
Kind of. I probably need to. I'll recheck the video.
I'll try and explain it just to make sure I'm understanding it too. So when the whenever there's a puddle on the ground, either green or purple, when you run into it, you get a debuff that lasts for a little while that will make it so that if you touch the opposite color, it causes it to explode. So you can use that to your advantage by getting into, like, say, the purple side thing, running over to green, hitting a patch, and then cloaking after that to not take the damage or something.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure the order of operations there. Maybe you fade and then you cloak after. Yeah, because that's the thing, is that there's a if you touch one color to the other, you're going to get a debuff that makes you take more damage. So you can cloak that off. I think that's what Nasty was saying you want to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, let's start some polls. We've got an hour and 15 minutes. Let's try and get an understanding for this fight.
Probably gonna spend the rest of this night on this pool. If we can kill him, though, that'd be amazing. Just
so ranged, you should start over on the green side.
Actually, like they say, I just need to run. If we're overwhelmed with green, 1 or 2 people just need to run through purple fire and then touch green fire.
Yeah.
And then melee, so everyone's priority is always the ads first, and it's always the pyromaniacs first. I'm gonna paste the order.
Do you have an add-on that could mark the pyromaniacs and assign it like DPS to each symbol? So that we can interrupt them instead of focusing on each one of them one after the other.
I'm not sure if it's doing that already. We'll just have to see. But they are stunnable, and they will die quick as long as people are focusing them down. I think they will die fast. We have a lot more melee this time than before.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go full AoE cleave on this one.
Ready? Let's get this started.
Oop. That.
Do you want to pull or you want me to pull?
You can go for it.
I never made that Ravager macro. Not good.
Ad spawning.
I got it first.
Remember, pyromaniacs first. Big ad is next priority.
That Bladestone. I need an enrage. Thank you.
Pyromaniacs. 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 Let's get snow if we can.
No, I don't think you're gonna be able to.
May have just
Let's
pulled.
pull the boss back a little bit if we can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pyromaniacs.
Where did you die?
I fell off the edge.
Okay,
Like,
let's go
I
to the
fell
other
off
side, guys.
halfway through an edge though, like.
Make sure to drop the purple. I'll taunt boss. Let's drop the purple on the Far side. Pyromaniacs.
Pyromaniac.
Remember, they can be stunned too. They're dying really slow, guys. They're in the back.
Pyromaniac.
There's a void zone right underneath the boss.
Moving boss bit. Pyromaniac still up.
New big ad's up too.
You gonna take your red?
I may have just DC'd.
Okay, somebody needs to go into that big.
Yeah, I just died.
Just looking at where the blue things are, should the raid not be trying to stay farther towards the edge of the room? Like, it looks like there's a bunch of blue right in the middle.
Yeah, the raid definitely just treat it like a mirror of the green side. You need to be on the far side.
Also, these void fiends, they every time they teleport, they drop a fel pool, not fel, but a void pool. They need to be grouped together and cleave down quickly.
Can they be moved?
I think you can death grip them, yeah.
Well, that's not going to help much.
Well,
There's too
yeah,
many for that.
true. I mean, they start off as only just 2 or 3, and there are never that many of them at first.
Yeah, so we just need to get into position more quickly. Wait, am I going the wrong way?
Green. You have to go green now.
So we just need to position more quickly over to the opposite side. Like Haas was saying, we had people in the center. We were dropping purple in the center, and we need to be dropping it near the edge. We also had like that first set of wild imps, like they spawned a little far away, I think, and people just probably didn't see them from where they were or couldn't reach them or whatever. We need to try to get that move faster, basically. One thing that could help is maybe drop warlock portals going from green side to purple side, and that'll help some people get further over quickly.
Yeah,
so all the ads keep spawning till well, the void fiends only spawn when he's void touched, but the imps spawn until 20%.
Well, yeah, but they all spawn the whole time, because phase 3, he goes back and forth between Fel and Shadow, and don't they spawn like when he flips?
At 20, as long as we're at 20%, they should stop spawning, from what I understand. And that's the moment where he's doing the whole flipping business.
Yeah.
Maybe the void fiends still spawn, but the imps, I believe, no longer spawn at least.
Boop. And
well, so the thing is you know, the fel touch thing and the void touch thing, it's a debuff on you, and you get like 3 seconds to move to position before it's going to drop off. So you don't have to like literally be at the edge, you just need to be 3 seconds from an edge. I definitely think that, yeah, we can't afford to have melee running around for the voids. But I think I mean, we might be able to split DPS like that, but I think we need to just see how it goes. It seems maybe fair to try.
I mean, we don't have to interrupt the voids, so that'd be great, because I know there's not a lot of range interrupts, and melee's going to be on the pyros anyway, since they're not moving.
So let's try that. So ranged on the void phase whenever there's the Void Fiends up, you should focus on those, and melee is going to be focusing on the Pyros. Just a quick reminder on Pyros, they can be stunned to stop their casts. I saw probably about 3 casts get off that last fight, and I think we can do better. So keep that in mind.
Try something a little different. I don't normally use this ability. It's not bad, but it's like I'm gonna see if I can get a big burst of DPS to help us start the fight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Still got one up.
Pyro's coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh crap.
Did you fall off?
Yeah, there was a hole there. I didn't see it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pyros. Pyros.
Move it.
Such a small hole. Like, why would they do that? And it looks cool, but that's so dumb.
Finish these Pyros. Let's get to the other side, guys. Use the portal.
It's okay though. I will be the sacrificial keg so that we can kill the boss.
You gonna take boss?
Yeah.
Taunting Zul'Horak.
Ranged on these Void Fiends.
There's Pyros on the other side.
Oh shit.
Let's get those Pyros down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
New pyro.
Remember, ranged on the Void Fiend.
Not a great, not my best rating moment. I'll put that out there. Definitely not my best rating moment. At least I'm not getting out DPS by healers.
Pyros.
God. This is gonna be like the worst part. This is easily the worst part of this whole thing, is that
Remember, range on Void Fiends.
there's black hole.
Okay, we need a few people to soak that black hole. 3 people.
I can try to solo it.
Okay.
Pyro.
I stunned.
Oh shit, that's a cleave.
Pyros.
Black hole.
This is actually a really cool area though.
I can't get the next black hole.
Pyros.
Sit down here and admire the architecture.
Purple and green are close near the stairs.
Can you try and wipe out some?
Pyros aren't dying.
Purple.
Under 50%
I'm
though.
gonna go blow one up.
Pyros. We've got a lot up here. Range, let's get some of your help on these pyros.
So look at this boss and see what kind of... This is phase 2. When does he transition to phase 3? That's the question. Must be, I guess it's the health.
Blowing up more green.
Oh, he shares his health with Omnis. Okay, so as you kill Omnis, the boss takes damage.
Pyro's up back here by my big
Okay, that's cool. Throws energy from portals rapidly shifting between Fel and Void.
I get external.
Kaya.
Blowing up more green.
Pyros.
Oh, I wish I could have watched this at least.
I'm gonna pull boss to center a little more.
Don't. Oh, Darkthorn died. Oh, we're gonna wipe.
I'm dead.
Okay, we should just wipe.
Just under 42%.
Yeah,
Not bad.
Nasty was pretty.
What's the percentage?
Just under 42. 41.5.
But the ad was at 24%.
I have a question. Do the damage to the ads damage the boss too?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
they share health pools. They have a buff on them that says, Zorak puts it up, that says shares health with whatever big ad is up.
So multi-dot is our friend, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. And those are they're not the
Yeah.
highest. They're higher priority than the boss itself, though.
Yes, they are. 'Cause they have the tank swap debuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so killing the big ad is what will end the phase. So we do want to get through that as quickly as we can, but we can't get overwhelmed with all the little ads.
Yeah, so this is definitely the better choice for here. The Avatar is nice for a big mana burst, but it doesn't help with dotting things, which is kind of what the fight
Yeah, if we
wants.
had all of our melee DPS there, we would have won.
I'm sorry, I thought it was connected to the stairs near the portal. Apparently there's a gap big enough to fall through. It's going to be the greatest VOD for the stream ever, because I'm just sitting there staring at the ceiling. Oh god, I'm so bad at games.
So are we, Nasty, are we supposed to be swapping on the ad?
I don't think so, because I mean, I don't think I was getting hurt that bad.
Sharding was saying something about you had a 200% incoming damage.
Yeah, it was a
debuff.
200%.
Yeah, you're supposed to tank swap at the very least on the Void ad. I don't know about the other one, but for the Void ad needs to be tank swapped.
Let me see.
Oh, and we have a paladin. What is it like the one that stuns all demons, undeads, and elementals? The ability that like spreads to everybody.
I
So
don't think you'd want to. I don't think you'd want to swap every one.
not every one, but after a couple of stacks, you should definitely swap. Does 184,000 shadow damage every 4 seconds, increasing the damage taken from Withering Gaze and Fellblaze Fury, which I believe are moves of the actual boss himself.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Or is it, yeah, it's their ad abilities. They're just not showing up in the Dungeon Journal.
Okay, so yeah, just call out when you want to swap it. The other thing is, is there a cleave? I couldn't tell.
Well, the visible effect looked like a cleave, and then I was getting shadow touched, and without being hit by Withering Gaze. That's how I was able to come over and knock out some of these green fires, because I was getting that.
Yeah. So I don't see anything saying that there's a cleave. So it could, like, I'm looking, like, I searched Icy Veins. I didn't see anything about it. So I think that it might not be. It's just that maybe we had damage from 2 different sources happening close together. I don't know. Because it would be convenient if we can tank them together.
To make sure this works.
So the other thing is, yeah. So I guess range. You know, we want you to help primarily on the void guys, but we need to make sure we're getting enough DPS on the different ads and stuff. So another thing that we can try to do a bit is like maybe, you know, like range. You should be getting the void guys that are not right next to the boss. Because the ones next to the boss, maybe those can just be cleaved down by melee with all the rest of the junk.
Probably make that jump.
Okay, let's get another pull. Oh yeah, and then the stuns on the imps. It's great to be able to stun them, but try to wait as long into the cast as you can for the stun, because it's a really slow cast, and that'll give us more time.
All right.
Oh man, that 113 damage execute proc for sudden death. Yeah, this is definitely the
imps.
I'm actually really tempted to dump my Rage with Whirlwind and see if I can...
Imps.
Imp.
But there's an imp still up. See that one?
Imps.
Did I... Careful, there's some fire into the boss.
Imps.
More fire.
Let's move to the other side quick. We might end up with imps right where he is. Yep, there's one set of imps there. Let's kill him.
Everybody go to the edge, though. See, now we got void stuff right there next to the green.
Can we clear that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some out right now.
We could just move back and, I don't know, does the explosion do raid-wide damage, or?
Imps.
Big ad is up.
We got imps too.
How many rage? You're kidding me. Black hole?
Imps.
Void right there. Careful.
I'll get some fire behind me coming in.
Moving boss a little bit.
Black hole?
Imps.
I'm gonna come hit this fire. Never mind. There's one pyromaniac back there not getting hit.
Imps.
I think this is the first one he's casting. No, this is 2. So after he's done here, let's swap.
Black hole. Okay, I'm gonna move him to this kind of clear corner. The boss.
Where?
Over here.
Imps.
I don't know where here. Oh, right there. Oscar's dead. We need somebody to get those.
To clear some room. Imps.
I'll do it.
Imps. Also need that black hole killed.
This is our almost dead.
Finish these imps. I'm gonna try and clear some stuff. Finish the
Okay,
void
he's
fiends
gonna
up.
go. Alright, here we go.
Imps.
Green again. Oh, purple again. Take him.
So I'll get them on what, green? So you get them now? Taunting.
Imps.
Let's lust.
I'm down.
Pop the drum. I'll taunt.
Blue and purple are about to touch. We're about
It's
to
okay.
touch.
They'll blow up. Oh, back here. Let me go get it. There, got some. Taunt. Oh, we totally had that. 27%.
I'm still up. I got this. Damn.
So when does he stop spawning at?
20%.
The issue is that we need to lust when he hits 20% because he starts pulsing AOE, red white AOE every 10 seconds.
Yeah, then we'll stack on his ass and blow him up.
Pound it.
Like Beth Talak.
Okay, so we had a few deaths early there, and we didn't. So we weren't getting the stuff cleared early enough. So what killed like everyone there was green and purple touching, and that was a big raid wide AOE.
Can we get my bot when we get at the bus?
Is it a red white AOE when it explodes? Because isn't that just the same thing as us clearing it?
No. From what I understand, no. It's mechanically that's meant to be like a raid wiper type of thing. I could be wrong.
Yeah, if there's a puddle under the boss for a long time, don't wait till 5 minutes after we wipe, 15 minutes later to say something about it.
I said something about it like when it dropped.
I didn't hear anything until well into the first phase.
It's possible that I forgot to push caps lock and nobody heard me. Fill surge. Gotta be in phase 1. Or maybe it's unleash energies. Yeah. Shadowfell Annihilation.
Is our friend a bot somewhere?
Yeah, I can drop a bot.
Yeah, so us blowing, according to what this ability says, us actually stepping in the puddles intentionally and blowing them up is still doing raid-wide damage to everybody. Like, so it looks like it is the same thing as us clearing them.
Cut out.
Oh, I was gonna say it does look like from what Shadowfell Annihilation says that us clearing the puddles are the same thing as them touching each other.
Yeah, it still hurts. I mean, do you want to control it, or do you want to let it do its own thing?
I mean, we should be doing both. I mean, there's some cases where it can just clear. It's nice if it clears itself, but there's some times where we might need to move the boss somewhere, and an area needs to be cleared first.
I think the idea of controlling it is so it's not creeping up on itself during the heavier damage phases of the fight, like sub 40, sub 20.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's not like in one of those those big damage phases, letting it touch the other fire is not a particularly huge issue because it just clears itself off. I mean, it's 18,000 damage across every player, but if you're close to it when it touches, it does like 180,000 damage to you, and gives you that debuff.
Alright, let's get more pulls in. One other thing is in the final phase, like after both ads are down, he's switching between the two phases very fast. That means that people are going to be getting both green and purple debuffs. We should be centering up the raid. So raid should really come to the center of the circle. Say red. And then if you get the purple debuff, you got to run it over to the purple side. If you get the green debuff, you run it to the green side. Because both will be coming out rapidly. Okay, we're ready.
Hold on. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dump rage. I'm not dumping rage fast enough. I'm glad I got that. Imps. There's fire right underneath these imps.
I'm actually gonna move them in here.
Imps.
Need the res. Coming up.
Goodbye. Yep.
Phase 2.
Kill the imp.
Start moving to the other side.
I should have waited on that. Cast imps. Big adds up.
I've got both right now.
Black hole.
Imps.
Those imps.
Black hole.
Black hole.
Imps.
We don't need a taunt because it stacks while he's casting.
Okay.
Imps.
We got green fire getting really close.
Can we, Oz, can you clear some?
He got black hole needs to be cleared.
Move in to purple. To the marker.
Big adds at 15%. Shit, what the
down.
Just killed me.
Okay,
Oh.
we should wipe. We've got 3 dead.
Yeah, it looks like we tried to clear off the fel, not the fel, but the void there, and at least and the Shadowfell anomaly did a ton of damage.
I can res.
Annihilation anomaly. That's a lot of damage. It's the majority of my health. There's like a third of my health. It's almost exactly a third of my health. Kind of low on this food. It's a cool fight. I actually really like this one. Probably Paraport goes away. Oparoon. Ugh. Thanks. So ideally, I want to try to save Dragon's Roar for when the imps come up, and Bloodbath kind of as well. Because I can use Dragon's Roar to apply Bloodbath to everything around me. If I can do that, that might be optimal. Honestly, this is actually probably a better skill here, now that I think about it. Can those imps be feared?
I don't know. They cannot be incapacitated.
I'll have to try.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Forinori, do you have the Gorfine's Grasp thing for pulling those in? Is that worth using here? I don't know what it gives up.
I think he's been using it.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm ready.
What about on your side, Nasty, the Ursol's Vortex thing?
It doesn't pull. It
oh,
keeps,
yeah.
It
I
only
forgot.
brings them back in once they try to leave.
Okay.
So we're good? Any differences?
I don't think so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pre-potting, and in we go. Right out of my no, wait, looks like we're still good. Thought he popped it right out of my Ravager. Made me really sad. Of course, I use everything on the pool to do as much damage as possible. Your one needs to be interrupted. Also, fire underneath the boss. You guys gotta run that out. I don't know if, or maybe, unless it's like the ad spawning does it.
If the ad cast gets off, that's going to end up happening.
Ah, okay.
So it could be that. But we're going to need to move the boss a bit. Let's get Such.
Imps.
Fell off.
Nope, they're immune to fear. I just keep moving around. This is really annoying. I don't have a stun for this guy. It might actually be best to use Stormbolt here. I'm almost certain it's better to use Stormbolt here.
Imps in the middle.
Yeah.
It's probably, yeah, this is a wipe. Everyone's dead.
Let's just wipe. We've got 2 dead.
Can we not move the imps or like do the dead grip thing, because I'm all good on the imps and suddenly it goes away. And I have to reposition and all those things.
What is it you're talking about?
I think having them together when we can is
No, because
more helpful.
In melee with the big boss and the big ad and everything, we don't see shit. With like, especially with the fire, everything is green. So when the imps are like separated, they just kind of. I feel it's better this way from moving to one to another.
Especially if like we have 2 people targeting the same imp, we're trying to interrupt, and there's one that's gonna get a cast off. Like swapping that imp is a lot harder because we can't just directly click on him.
What is it you're asking? I don't understand.
He's asking we don't use Gorfine's Grasp. Or whatever it's called.
Oh, because it's causing them to move and you're losing track of which one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's like, the feeling I have is the same when you do a battleground. You're killing somebody, you're almost done, and then the Death Knight comes in, Death grips it, and the guy goes away. Because the Death Knight is like not finishing it for somebody.
I'm actually going to use Shockwave here. It is not optimal for DPS, but
they will never cast because it's so long that by the next time it comes in, your kick is ready, or you already have something else to kill it.
just in case, I'm going to take Shockwave since we can stun them. If they end up in a group, then I can stun the whole pile of them if it comes down to it. I don't like using this for not PvP. It's I don't know. I don't feel like it's as good of an ability as the other two. It's definitely not as good for DPS. Maybe it'll make me save my cooldowns for once. Maybe pigs will fly out of my eyeballs.
As far as the stuff in melee, I think it's just that, like Nasty said, that there's interrupts going, being missed.
All right.
So actually, one thing I feel like range isn't. Maybe we need to pull the boss further back. Maybe that would help. But I feel like range, we're getting like this weird pattern of fell fire that is inefficient. Like there's lots of holes in it. So it's gonna make it harder later on in the fight. Like I feel like as much as possible, we should be trying to have people spread out evenly around the back of the room. So maybe it means that we need to hold the boss closer to you guys if you guys are having trouble reaching.
Yeah, instead of all that movement, just start here, and range can go the other way.
So hold the boss here, is that what you're saying?
No, like keep the boss where we have been, but instead of range going all the way back by the stairs and moving clockwise, range can start here and move counterclockwise, and if we need to, we can drag the boss in a straight line, or, you know, theoretically.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That way we don't have all that, because I'll lose aggro, and melee has to run, and if we try to start him on this side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or do you want to pull him here, and that way everybody just rotates around in a big circle behind?
Yeah, maybe actually, but I would pull him back like around here, and then as the fell touch grows up, we can move closer to the center.
Okay.
So range, you should be kind of in a almost a semicircle around and just be dropping them off at the edge. Basically, don't be any closer to the center than where blue square is. If you are and you're ranged, then you're not in a good spot.
Grab Ravager. Save Ravager. Should save Ravager.
And we got fire and melee.
Imps.
See, I don't know which way you want me to pull him then, because then there's fire all over where melee was.
I can't get to these imps.
Maybe we need to be rotating to like by the stairs or something. Imps.
Okay, that's probably half my fault. My fault if we get fire in melee.
Imps.
One of the back's not interrupted. There we go.
Did Sharding or did Spud DC?
He said he's
Yeah.
I've got 6 people targeting the boss instead of targeting the ad.
Stupid, okay.
Fire's all over the place.
Yeah, tons of fire.
ad didn't die fast enough. You want to take him or?
We should just wipe it. That's too much fire.
Remember, target the big ad when you're not killing imps. Don't worry about the boss. They're sharing health anyway.
Rising.
I don't know. Maybe Storm. Nah, I don't think Stormbolt's really working. Maybe I'll get one more try on there. A lot of damage coming out. Not doing a whole lot of damage either.
Make targeting macros
Back
if you need
Siege
to.
Breaker. I didn't eat. I guess I did something and it popped. I just wasted a rather expensive food item. That sucks. I'll have to make some more later.
Doesn't that mess up your interrupt complaint though?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm just not typing fast enough.
Okay, so Thorn had to go. He said he was falling asleep at his desk. So healers, do you think you can do it with 2? Do you want to try 2 healing?
Sure, why not?
Let's just see what it's like, I guess. I mean, it's going to be less health on all the ads a little bit. I am kind of wondering, though, like, so Nasty, maybe we should try the positioning that you were looking at. That center positioning didn't seem to work very well. Because I think that we can learn a lot about how to deal with... It's really going to come down to dealing with this flame, you know, because that is like the enrage of the fight, essentially. So the better we are at kind of packing the flame together, the better it's going to go later in the fight.
Yeah, so not able to watch chat. Sorry about that. And I try to keep quiet when they're talking too. We got 1 boss killed tonight. That's pretty good. I'm happy. It is the end of the night though. Only 20 minutes left at the stream. Hopefully, if we could get him down, that'd be awesome. But we haven't even seen the last phase yet.
Awareness on the imps early on.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Breaker, Stormbolt, Raging Blow. Dump some rage. Pop rats. Trying to keep my enrage up.
Yep. Remember, target that dude.
Imps.
Bit of fire underneath the boss.
Thank you.
Did the cast get off?
I don't think so.
Imps.
Maybe having the charge that can stun might be good in this fight.
Imps.
Sweet, finish off those imps and we're going to phase 2.
There'll be another set of imps nearby, probably.
Yep, 5 seconds. You want to pull him across and we can...
Try and...
Here they are in the
Okay,
middle.
there's imps in the middle. Let's get those first. Don't let them cast.
Nice work.
Okay, get over to the side.
You'd be enraged.
Remember to drop it at the edge.
Adds up.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 what just hit me? You're like, what is killing me?
My target is your main target when you're not killing it.
What am I taking damage from? Good lord.
Black hole is up.
Oh, annihilations have been going off. Good lord.
Yep.
I'm going to blow some fire.
I'm not using Siege Breaker enough. Black hole.
Yep.
Imps.
I'm going to blow up some blue fire.
Sorry, my cooldowns just came back up after already being... I popped them already. Yeah, I just didn't see them pop. They didn't pop.
Imps.
Yep.
Void underneath the boss.
I'm going to blow up some blue fire.
Actually, let's get... Okay, here we go.
Imps. Stay
Get
on
those
these
imps.
imps.
Are you going to keep them on void?
Yeah, so you take them now.
Don.
So try and run the green to the green side.
There you are.
Taunt.
Hellstone.
Blow up some green fire.
Go ahead and take it back.
Imps.
Imps.
Some green fire again.
Get those imps down. Focus in.
Ooh, that was close.
Shit. Sorry.
Gonna taunt.
Imps. Gotcha.
Get those imps. Oh, we got a lot. Taunt. We got 9% imp. Oh, I'm on fire. There's too many dead now.
Yeah.
I think we got to those phases a little faster.
That was nasty.
Sharding and Haas, we got this, right?
Nope.
Balls to the wall.
That's definitely better. 26%. 6% off of that final phase.
So, I still don't know what's causing the fell stuff to drop in phase 1 on the boss. Does anyone else know?
Is somebody just getting that debuff and not running it out?
The two tries ago, the one that went very bad was probably my fault because I found out that I used none of the warnings of Bigwig, so I turned everything off, including notice that I was having the debuff. So there might have been chances I dropped many in melee.
Okay.
And since then I fixed that.
Okay, so it could be someone else that has the same problem. Just melee, if you're not seeing the warning about getting the debuff, make sure you check your settings. We really shouldn't be having that drop in melee.
Near the end, of course, it was because we just didn't have enough people to interrupt, and I had ran out of stuns. It was a lot better. We got him down to 26%.
Can we get new health stones?
Go and I grab the Hellstone, and then I use my own items for it. I'm so good at this. At least I didn't fall off the map again. I earlier fell off the map right here. It was. I didn't realize there was a crack there. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I leapt heroic, leapt right on top of it, and just fell to my death.
Good to go.
Okay.
2 pre-pot. And macro to pop all my cooldowns.
Amps, get him down.
I'm not enraged. That's not good. This is the only frustrating thing I play in this class.
Amps, get him down.
That was mine.
Is there fire in the raid? I can't tell.
Yes.
In melee?
Oh wait, no, never mind. That was a debuff from earlier.
Imps.
Come on. Transition soon?
Transition soon.
Imps.
Let's kill these imps.
I don't have any rage.
No amps yet.
Imps in 5.
Void fiends back there.
They'll port near us.
Yeah.
Everyone get to a good spot.
Imps.
I've got both ads right now.
Yeah.
Gonna save this cooldown for Omnis. That. Gonna dot the boss up some too. Black hole.
Black hole.
Imps.
Fire under the boss. Purple fire.
Moving.
Doesn't like to move.
Going to blow up blue fire.
Imps.
I will never understand why tab targeting doesn't swap to the closest target. Like, I could be standing right on top of an enemy and tab to it, and it won't target me, or it won't target that enemy. Like, any sense at all. Or
Are you
white.
able to blow up some of that green fire?
Yep.
Imps.
Let's get more people targeting Omnis.
Felon's gonna go off.
Blue fire.
Watch that fell orb coming by.
Going to blow up that blue fire.
There's void underneath the boss.
Imps. Don't let those imps get the cast off.
Going to blow up blue fire.
Transition.
Phase 3.
Gotta go center up a little bit.
Imps.
Imps.
Top.
It's gonna get a cast off. Nice.
Let's get Lust.
Oh.
God, I'm gonna.
Yeah. It's fire touching itself over there. Hey,
I can res.
What if we have a dedicated person that cleans the fire the old purple phase?
Yeah, I think we need to do something like that. Or I might not be able to be one person. It might need to be a few people cycling.
Yeah, 2 or...
Yeah.
Because me, I have Cloak of Shadow doesn't work because Cloak of Shadow will remove my debuff that brings the fire, so it doesn't make the fire explode. But I do have Feint that gives me like 50% damage reduction that I use when I enter to blow up something. So if somebody has better cooldowns than that, then we can help.
So you should feint, and then after you blow the fire up, you can Cloak of Shadows to remove the debuff that could cause you to take more damage from the next one. You can go blow another one up.
That's what I think they were talking about.
Yeah, that's what the guy was talking about.
You have to remember that Cloak of Shadow is 90 seconds. So during purple phase, like maybe twice.
Yeah, so you get a couple folks with your anti-magic shell, and you got 2 ice blocks, right? If you use cold snap for it.
3 minutes or something.
Because I was trying to do maybe a round trip after each imp phase. Like kill imps and then do a round trip, kill the closest green, kill the closest purple.
Welcome back, Miss Moose.
Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that this time again with more people helping. So it sounds like Voronoi and Spud can both help out.
Also be mindful of the proximity and kind of look at the health too. I think a couple times there we had I'm blowing up purple and then bam. So we lost some folks that way.
It also helps if we don't blow up the fire that's right next to us until we get like 20 yards away. Because if you're within 20 yards of the explosion, it's 128,000 damage to you. But if you're far away, it's only 18k.
Yeah. So on that note, like Oscar shouldn't be blowing up the purple side when we're on the purple side. I know we had some kind of nasty purple drops near us, but it's gonna deal too much damage to the raid.
Alright.
Alright. This is last pull of the night. Yeah, so we want to clear more green so we can center the boss up more, because in that last phase, we need to be getting, you know, green stuff run to the green side, purple stuff run to the purple side. But we've been so cramped that we can't even really make that much of a distinction.
Okay.
All right. Pre-pop.
Oh no. I didn't get a charge off. Maybe I'll have some extra rage to burn stuff with. It is a lower opportunity, or to, what is it called? It's a lost opportunity to get an extra fell cleave off.
Yep.
Cool name, Vanguard Achelion. Imps. Hello, Gap, my mortal nemesis. I got that. I'm gonna swap back to the boss. The boss puts to the ad because the ad damages the boss.
Slime the boss. Transition soon.
Transition.
Gonna pull boss.
Five seconds to imps.
Imp soon.
Grab the wrong. Black hole.
I'm gonna like run off and get these imps.
Imps. And imps.
Just a little bit of lag on that
Going
throw.
to some green fire.
That. Imps.
Imps.
Yep.
I got this black hole.
That's right. Go back onto Omnis. That's what I want you to do. Has been imps.
Oh, they're really spread.
Gonna pull boss out a little bit.
I'll follow you. Where are you going?
I'm not in black hole.
Going to blow up some blue stuff. Green stuff.
Transition soon, imps. Ooh, good stun there, whoever did that. Some void right near us. Transition.
Okay, centering up. Get this. I got void. You get fell.
Yeah, if you'd bring his ass over here.
Get these imps. Let's get a rallying cry.
Blowing some stuff up. What's up?
Stay on those imps.
Green fire close. Imp.
I don't got a stun for this one. Wait, there you go. Got it.
I stunned. Let's get a lust.
Watch the fire's about to touch. Shit, thought I was gonna be able to clear it in time.
Got fire right there into the boss. Imps are up. Oh, I taunted the wrong.
Smoke bomb. There's health stone.
Fire's going to touch.
Yeah, there's fire into the boss too. Yeah,
Boom.
I can't. We always get to about 27-ish% before we start losing it.
But does he change? He seems to change each time he changed. There would be like imps or something. So does he have to change that fast?
He changes as fast as he wants.
Okay.
It's on the swing timer for, or the ability timer for Void Strike and Fell Strike. That's when he changes.
All right. Nice work tonight. So I think, you know, we need to work out how we handle kind of that 20-ish% transition area. I think we can look online a bit and come to understand it a bit better. But really nice to get there. I remember the first time we pulled it, it was just overwhelming, but really solid. And then Tyrant went really well too. So Wednesday, you know, let's try and get back to this stuff pretty quickly. I'm almost thinking it might be worthwhile to, like, I don't know, start on the upper wing and then go to the lower wing after or something. I mean, I know there's still some gear that can help, but
I still need set gear from Gorfiend.
Fresh. Oh yeah, and then also just a reminder, the transmog contest. Need to send in your transmogs. There's lots of cool prizes.
As of yesterday, I was the only one who's entered, and don't let me win everything.
And yesterday we killed Algalon with 80s while I was DC'd after fight.
Oh, by the way, Oscar, I put in a notification that says when you spawned, or an annotation on the video. Or not when you spawned, when you DC'd.
The other thing as well, we haven't like quite formalized the exact reward yet, but we were going to be starting like a recruitment bonus. It'll be something like, you know, some gold, a certain amount of gold as a bonus, and it'll be kind of like a 2-payment thing. So first is like, you know, bringing someone to the guild who we kind of vet, and they start raiding, and then like another payment when they've like stayed raiding for, you know, a few weeks or 2 weeks or something.
So it's basically like recruit a friend.
not retroactive, I think.
Oh man, I have so many people.
Go, can you quit and come back?
That doesn't count.
Oh, I'm looking for 15 Savage Bloods if people want to make money.
I'm actually in need of my Savage Bloods now, sadly.
I've got like, I don't know.
160
I've got like
each.
100.
Ooh,
No. How many do you need?
16. 15.
I've got 18.
Let me get on Oscar. My 2 Steel Forge Essence sold, so I need to make 2 more.
How much are you selling those for, by the way, Oscar?
About they go about around 5k, give or take 200 gold or so.
That's not bad. What do people buy the other essence?
Job, 2 healing that Host and sharding.
Look, not gonna lie, we seem to have done better when we 2-healed that fight. So we should get Thorn to go boomkin.
I don't know, that last part though, like
yeah,
I was saying, it just goes crazy.
It is super rough. I'm just messing around, but that's gonna be a rough part of the fight.
I've got 20 savage blood. Ask.
Yeah, Spud said yes, so I'll go with Spud first.
Too slow.
Okay. I thought you needed unlimited quantity.
Not yet. the two that sells very much are the tarots from Inscription to upgrade the trinket, and the my Steel Forge Essence to upgrade the weapons, because I guess people like trinkets and weapons.
Mainly because the weapons are better than a lot of the normal stuff in Hellfire Citadel, and so it helps groups progress better. But the armor doesn't do a whole lot, and trinkets the trinkets are just really good.
Thank you, Spud. But let me check on if my on my Warlock if I need more. Because my Warlock has only like a level 1 inscription building.
Here's my thing. That's what I wanted.
Yep. I'll need some.
How many?
15. You can mail them COD to my Warlock.
Let them finish their deal real quick, and then
2,400.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the night. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so those of you who are watching it on there, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does mean a lot. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow if you are not already a follower to get more of these Raid Night live streams and whatnot. So I'll be doing this again on Wednesday, and then it just repeats Monday, Wednesday like that until I get bored or until something comes up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. All that nonsense.